the God King of Athelloren took one last look at the forests of Lorelorn before stepping into the world roots once more. The corruptive influence of Nurgle's garden was finally starting to subside, new growth breaking through warped soil. The final defeat of the good Dr. Festus would allow the Spellweavers and Dryads to work in concert to heal the mighty forests surrounding the Empire. With the death of the previous Lord Elendilling, Late Lord Findle would be entrusted with ensuring Lorelorn's safety, and also keeping a wary eye on the Griffinwood, a sign of treachery from Drycha. At the moment, she had plenty of belligerents to keep her Dryads busy, but until she pledged loyalty to Ariel once more, there would be no trust for the malevolent handmaidens of Coetel. Home in the Kingsglade, Vilgen and Daith were marshalling their forces for an invasion on multiple fronts. The beastmen had already been driven away, but they would be back swift as the wind would carry their foul stench. There was also the constant threat of Clan Scryer Ratnet, as well as the warfare between Clan Angradawi and the undead pirates of Sartosa, spilling over into our forests. Both had trespassed knowingly, and the Dryads called out for bloodshed, of which the Azrai would readily deliver. Of more immediate concern was the sieging force arriving from Wissenland. While Grimhold was not necessarily an important settlement, the roots of sacred Athelloren touched this place, so it would be defended with all of the fury of the forest. Orion's sole focus now rested with the liberation of the Gain Vale. His haughty cousins would need to purge the rest of their island paradise by their own blades. He would never allow the Everqueen's domain to be threatened, as her blessings were just as important to the Azrai as to the Aesir. None of the scouts he had sent ahead had been heard back from, and neither El Lariel nor her nobles had responded to any of the attempts at contact since marching on the Shrine of Cain. The God King feared the very worst, but would relish the opportunity to rip into the followers of the Dark Prince. The Vale would be secured at any cost. Welcome back, one and all, to Chapter 9 of our Orion campaign. We are here for the defense of what looks to be Lorelorn Forest, but this is the Grimhold, we promise. The Wood Elves actually only have one settlement currently, which is a bit sad. I'm hoping we get some more variants going forward. In fact, it'd be great to just pull some of the maps over from Troy and some of the other historical titles. Not sure the difficulty of that, but bringing some of them over and just kind of reskinning them for Warhammer seems like it would be. I mean, it would be a fair bit of work. I'm not gonna begrudge that, but it would be awesome. So what we're gonna do is we have a few bits more supplies in Radious here. I actually don't believe our supplies are going to increase. Yeah, so increase per second 0. So what we are going to do is we've got one trap in on this side with the Death Dancers, and then one trap over here on the other side. The Empire has kind of split their forces into two. They've got a Witch Hunter leading this side here, with some Flagellants and some of the old Leopard Company. Look really well done. All I gotta do is add a little leopard skin. Got the, this is the Armored Swordsman there, some awesome looking kind of black plate mail. Wissenland has some pretty great color schemes, I can't lie. Some of our Armored Halberdiers. We got a lot to work on here. But we have the one trap there, and I wanted to see just how much the towers are. There are actually extra, so there's 600. We can't afford. What we will do instead, then, is simply throw in another trap. Either way they go through, they will be taking a speed drop. Apparently that increases their melee defense, which is interesting. But they'll take a speed drop and a melee attack decrease by 15% of both. And that is a permanent debuff, too. So once they step through those traps, their feet hurt, and they are no longer willing to fight. We've got our spears up front, our Death Dancers that are acting as the Lord right behind. We can use the smoke bombs to really slow down the enemy cavalry, so we're going to want to try to do that. You guys actually deploy up front. We can throw the smoke bombs down as they come through the traps, and then retreat from there. That should be great. Then we have all of the archers to throw arrows in over the top. Beautiful. You ladies and Glade Guard come on back through. You should be able to fire a bit more steadily over the top. Alright, let's bring the Empire to heel. Or I guess die trying. And things are off. We have to be real on top of this battle here. I want you to layer the arrows in on the Flagellants. You don't have a lot of armor piercing yourself. You can fire on the Leopard Company. No shields is great. Nice. Scattering of arrows, the Flagellants should take a ton of damage. What's going to work in their favor is there's just an absolute million of them. pull back a little bit with our riders here.
For the eternal realm.
Same thing with the boys, start pulling them back behind.
Yes.
Ever ready. Where are you going? A few of them are going the long way around. Pathing is a bit strange there. We'll keep the Glade Riders moving back. Interesting strategy for the enemy cavalry. They're going to go through. Now, okay, they're not sure what they want to do. And I was wrong. We are actually getting some supplies here. So we will actually be able to throw some towers in later on, which is awesome. Enemies moving on in. Let's go ahead and start layering down on the Drakwold gun caps there. Run caps. Keep moving up and around. We can layer some fire in from over the veil here. That's looking great on this side. They're just starting to get into range of our archers on the other end here. The veteran swordsmen starting to take the brunt of that fire to start. Lovely. Let's go ahead and kick in a tower then. 90 seconds. We'll have some more help. Let's have you layer shots down on these veteran swordsmen. And you deal with these flagellants. We'll go for the smoke bomb now. And then extra melee defense. And then if you ladies just want to run around behind, activate Whirling Death and just start ripping through this leopard company, that would be just fine. So activate Whirling Death and they can get to work. Taking some shots there. That's not for us, but poison arrows are layering in. Extra defense. Smoke bombs. And we'll actually go ahead and just have you guys flank, well, have the branch raise flank around. I'm going to play up there, then we'll get around from back afterwards. If you hold shift after giving a move order, you can layer those orders up. Man, that should work out real well. Commence the slaughter. Death Dancers versus Spearmen. Oh, she flipped. Oh, what? That was the most awesome matched animation. Yeah, that's a slaughter there. And then we can go ahead and slow their speed down further so they're not going anywhere. And we just commence the beatdown. Here come the cavalry finally, though. After watching their men get absolutely smashed from a distance. They're coming on in to try to stop us. Move the branch raids in. Looks like there's the Lord. We are taking a lot of casualties just from being shot at by the Witch Hunter here, which is a bit obnoxious. Branch raids should be ripping through the spearmen. Our multicolored Dryad ladies. Just a tier up from the previous ones. We'll slow it down so I can make sure we don't lose too many on the other side of the battle, but we've got Flagellants, Leopard Company, and Spearmen trying to hold their own. See how long they last. You've got lots of arrows still. A lot of them are finding their mark. The enemy looks to be trying a bit of a different strategy. They're sending some lads down the center, hopefully, or likely to try to capture our zones, as the infantry struggle is really not going well for them. Okay, we'll speed things back to normal. Activate the old smoke bomb here, and we'll bring the branch raids in to help blend them up. Go for the armored spearmen. Yeah, we've got several units going down the center there. Let's keep you guys retreating. Actually, let's not retreat. Let's go through. That way he doesn't go back towards any of our capture zones or our archers. Branch raids are really not doing great. Spearmen are actually holding their own pretty well. Let's just come around to the side there. And we can throw in perhaps another tower. Quickly. That is a fair few soldiers there left. I mean, we've got a lot left over ourselves. Can we get any more? Let's go for just platform barricade and to kind of slow them down. Many of the Glade Riders through as we can. Keep riding. They don't have horses except for the Lord there, so we should be able to maneuver them around where we want. We got that position there. I'm going to scoot them off to the side a bit so they can actually fire. But you know what? We should probably switch them to start firing on these halberdiers that are moving around the sides. Move yourselves over. Those Drakwold patrol convoy are not doing well. Oh, they got flanked. That was my fault. I should have watched. Death Dancer's having some problems. Let's go ahead and make sure all of our archers are no longer in guard mode so I can keep them fighting who I want. You can just keep leading this captain on a chase. Poison arrows for this man. Oh, come on. We're going to be too slow. They're actually going to be able to get back and capture that. We need to slay these men here quickly.
Fire!
Have you guys work together on the witch hunter there.
Ready for
A
battle.
lot of our arrows are going to get stuck on that.
Steady.
We'll get set up
Armed
over
and
here.
ready.
We'll have to maneuver the whole squad around in but a moment there. The Death Dancers are taking a lot of damage.
Our bows are yours. To battle! Ha!
Yeah, just blend through the flagellants. We'll let the spearmen
Ready and waiting.
hold the other side. And I'll let you ladies keep holding this front down. And the Death Dancers we're going to pull on away. Bring them up to defend the main front here.
Blaze guard.
You guys go for that shooting. We are going to lose this point here. I'm not going to send the lads in. I just want to keep them firing those shots on over.
Our aim is true.
Keep leading the captain on a chase.
Glade riders.
The Witch Hunter is going down slowly. Keep ripping through the flagellants. I think because there's so many of them kind of clumped together, they're actually defending fairly well. Ripping those halberdiers apart, though. Go in another arrow tower.
Blaze guard.
A Glade Guard, come on. And set up here.
Straight away.
Although I don't mind. Oh, those branch rays came through. Not exactly what we wanted, but it'll work out.
Archers ready. Defenders of Orion.
Probably don't need to have them wasting their ammunition. Let's go after these armored swordsmen instead. You guys can kind of pull up the trees a little ways. Oh yeah, we've got them crushed on this side now. It just took a moment. We blended through them pretty quickly, though, after we took a bit of doing, though. Set the troops up. You guys work on the last of these flagellants. Death Dancers and Spears could easily handle that.
Bows of learned.
We're about to lose the zone, but that's just fine. Halberdiers are incredibly wounded. Let's start working on the Drakewald. And actually, we're losing a lot of guys to the Witch Hunter. Let's bring you through. You just go ahead and surround the Witch Hunter, and then you guys lend your arrows over to this fight here. Just get everyone poisoned.
Missiles ready. Straight away.
Well, the branch rays around the Witch Hunter. I don't think he should be able to fight them off. All right, you two won your battle. Let's go ahead and come up and around.
We are tireless.
We are tireless.
Bows of Orion.
All right, the Glade Guard are going to have to start getting into the fray proper now. Which they are not bad in a melee, but they're not going to be fighting as well as the stalwart of Sigmar here. Do they have like little bits of light, or is it the arrows sticking out?
Pray to Sigma.
All right, get him, Glade Guard. I believe in you.
Warriors of Orion. A speed.
Exactly what the archers want to be having. Branch raids should be doing all right. Multicolored death. He does better against a large target, so being surrounded by the branch raids is going to be a bad time for him.
Our bows are yours.
Armored swordsmen probably need to go first. Looks like these branch raids are starting to lose their fight.
Ever ready.
That's fine. They have held the line admirably. Deal with the Leopard Company. You can come on in and try to tie down that Empire Captain. We'll switch back to the attack mode. Oh no, they're just gonna break. Foolish men of the Empire. Thought you could take our forests. Easily one of the most defendable settlements in the entirety of Warhammer here. The Wood Elf minor settlement battle here. I don't think this is even counting as a major one. It's a minor settlement. But man, is it defendable. We hunt down the rest of these poor... Ooh. Slain instantly. Ooh, bit of friendly fire just for good measure. Take a bit of salt to the battle. So where are the last of the flagell? Oh, it's just the Empire Captain here. Well, it seems like he needs a hug. one made of as many arrows as we can throw at them. You slay that witch hunter, would rather them have to hire a new one. Any of the heroes, we definitely want to make sure go away. The way of the dodo.
Bowman, ready!
Pull back as you fire, just so you're not taking free hits from the lad there. You guys chase off those veteran swordsmen.
Glade Riders.
We lost a fair few of the Glade Riders, but man, we got out of that fight just fine. The Empire not bringing any range was a huge mistake.
Our aim is true. At once.
All right, I won't force you all to watch the end of this poor Empire captain or general, whatever he may be. We care not for his bureaucracy. Catch you in a moment. All right, they call it a close victory. Our branch wraiths fought to the very end. What are these? Branch nymphs fought to the very end. And they tried their best, multicolored as they are. Wissenland learned what happens when you try to invade the forest, though. Ebenlaun von Liebwitz is the only survivor, as well as some of Leopold's leopard company, and let them tell the tale of the Azrai. We'll go ahead and release the captains, though, for a bit more gold. More people to tell the tale.
Were it not for the kind heart of the Lady Ariel, you would already be dead.
Them's is facts. The Brayherd comes. Alright, well, you and what army there, Karak? Oh, apparently that army. We'll enjoy the mulch. Men of the Empire got 62 kills. You outperformed almost all of our... Every one of the Deepwood Scouts should be ashamed of themselves. We'll go ahead and release these captains as well, though. Enjoy being hunted down by the wild animals. Alright, a rebellion in Widrioth, huh? Oh, Narn the Feastbringer. He does look like a bringer of the feast. Bloody Hands have succeeded in their wall, and the Tree Hammers have been destroyed. That's one less enemy for Drycha, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, Wissenland lost many of their own, and he's just hanging out in our territory. Clan Angren, you know what that means, right? Beat the beast. Carry out a successful assassination attempt on Kugu the Doombringer. The vile and unnatural beastman seems determined to ruin our plans. Show it the fury of the forest. Destroy this blight. We get a scroll of shielding and some treasury. Brass Keep receives itself a plague again. Yeah, such is the way for being in Nurgle's lands. What are you up to, bud? If we attack you, do both of them join in? No, but he is in camp stance. We have two armies here. I think we should be able to handle that.
I weave the living forest.
He's only got the ballista. I think we start the fight with the trees, and then bring the rest of the archers and cavalry in to kind of finish things up with our Spellweaver. Yeah, we definitely need to go deal with... Clan Angren has been trespassing for far too long here. And that we need to deal with.
The waker
First, though, as per one of your requests, Tala shall be renamed to Hinthe. I'm probably going to spell her name wrong. We'll have to... Oh, you know what? We'll do this later on when I have the opportunity to get this on the Google. I have no qualms in admitting I don't know how to spell Penthesileia's name on the cusp here. Has escaped me. So let's go ahead and increase not our ability to make money, but fight the battles. I think piercing shots is great for our Glade Captain here. Up to 622. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is misspell the Warrior Queen of the Amazon's name. That's what we're going to rename one of our Glade Captains to, so expect that coming on in the next episode. The spelling is hard. Okay, so they declared war on us and immediately got crumped. So we can take Orion and I think walk just over into Middenheim.
Make way.
And then from there, jump into the deep roots, as we wanted to. And then go over to the Gain Vale. Oh, no one's able to yet. Making my, a little bit more difficult here. Bring Orion. Maybe we need to be in Lorelorn proper, so... How's the fastest way to get there? Salzenmund. May have to go into a march stance, and that'd be just fine.
Onward.
It'd be next turn that we get to Lorelorn then. Unless we can do so now. I think going into March would be bad, because we actually keep all of our movement when we go into the deep woods, or the deep roots, so we'll swing on over to Lorelorn.
Away I go.
We'll say that Orion's still traveling in the deep roots. And Findle here has one more turn before he's got some lovely treekin we will use to likely, we're going to claim all of the kind of capitals around here. Talabheim included. The Empire can have maybe the rest of these, except for Capelberg because it has timber. But we'll probably claim Talabheim. Perhaps can hand Middenstag over to the Middenlanders. Keep all the capitals just because we want the massive Great Halls, as well as the ability to get all these beautiful trade goods from the Sculptor's Caverns and things. Okay, so we know we can do lots of upgrades over here at Black Pit. We will hold off on that for the moment. Same thing with the keep. Let's check Athelloren proper.
Proud son of
As the King's Glade goes up to a tier 4, we can grab, finally here, the Azrai Forge and immediately take it on up to the Azrai Armory. Get our soldiers really cooking. And we can also immediately get in some Great Stag Knights, which, yes please. All of the Great Stag Knights. What else do we want in Athelloren? I'm thinking probably would be a good idea. Which of these needs? Both of those need the armory. Durthu's Grove we're going to put up in the Waterfall Palace, up where Durthu comes from. None of these need the building besides the armory, which is good to see. But for... looking to see if we had any that took the others. Well, we may just go for another Roots of Galron then, or Gyron. We get more Spellweavers, and then we can get up to the Wardens of Telos Storm Sword, some of our other tier 4 infantry. I don't believe we have any tier 5 infantry at all. That is going to belong to our cavalry and monsters. But yeah, let's go ahead and throw in... we would need forest patrols to get those guys. Interesting. And we'll grab the extra Roots of Gyron then. What King's Glade to look absolutely perfect, and we can worry about everything else afterwards. But the seat of Orion needs to be proper.
You called?
I did. It's time to declare war on Clan Angren. Fools have trespassed on our forest for far too long, and it's time to strike now before they can build up their strength any further. Who all are you goobers at war with?
I am revenge incarnate. Know this
Pirates of
and weigh
Sartosa.
your words.
Well, I mean, I would rather not talk to Sartosa, but we will sully ourselves for the moment.
Next words carefully. The swordfish has dry powder and is ready to fire.
I'm way uninterested in anything you got going on. You would lose a fight to us so badly. We'll go ahead and take the money, though, to join the war against Clan Angren. If this angers any of our other treekin, though, we'll have to see. We're apparently their main threat, so
Yes,
that's
the
likely why they're
winds
so
blow
willing
true.
to join wars with us. Does that cause any issues with the treekin? That's all I really care about. Norska. They condemn. Yeah, none of them really care about the undead. That's not in their purview. Perfect. Makes things easy for us. Now we've got a bit more gold, too. Do we have any ROR units we could trade out for Vilgen's crew?
Listen.
Well, we can in a moment. We just can't yet. Come on back over. Vilgen reinforced.
So I dance.
Daith will start the battle. Cannot currently recruit any regiments renowned.
Your request
Huh.
is reasonable.
Okay. I guess we won't then. All right, Daith. You and your treekin need to start up a battle with Gorazin.
No mercy!
No mercy. Oh, they will reinforce. Okay. Well, that makes things a little bit more dicey. We are in the forests, though, I believe. And either way, we get the Master of Scouts, so more income from sacking. That's kind of lame. We'll grab the Strider and Wayfarer onto, I guess, our Lord here. Luckily, our reinforcements do come in faster, but he has cannons and a whole heap of Thunderers, so I think our main line here is going to take some huge damage if we're not careful. We do want to rush on over. Because I think we want to break this first group here, or at least break their bolt throwers and get to a position where we can kind of keep the enemy infantry held back. This is going to be a bit of a tough one. We'll harass them, though, with our 3 lords just fine. Yeah, I think we got it. Take a look at the map. Please be a forest battle. Be kind. We are in Athelloren. It looks like it is. All right, beautiful. Let's purge some Dawi. All right, so we have a gully to fire down on them in. Only issue is they'll definitely wait on us to come across because they also have reinforcements with cannons. We'll start deployment. This can go poorly quickly, but we can kind of set up all the way over here right behind them with our Treekin and rush on over. Treekin, which will suffer against those Longbeards. We will want to keep an eye. Weight Watchers have the armor piercing. We'll use them to kind of wreak havoc on these guys from the side. The Deepwood Scouts also.
Eager and ready.
Got our Dryads and our Treekin. We'll send the Dryads kind of up front. And you three can all hang out nearby to punish the enemy lord. Being a Deepwood Scout, let's pull you over with them.
To arms! Glade Lord of Athaloran.
Then we can have the rest of the army setting up, even in the forest. Just wait. Oh no, we don't have to the Vanguard deploy on them.
For the eternal realm.
Like so.
Warriors of Ariel!
Front line. Eternal Guard. In fact, I will want to put the Eternal Guard in and the War Dancers off to the side. That way they have a better chance of actually getting in unscathed. Same thing with these guys here. Just shove them on in there. Grab the two blades. Just push them over. Alright then. Again, let's get going. We'll scoot them over a bit so we can actually get everyone into the fray. I think we should outperform the Longbeards. It'll be a tough one, though. They've got armor piercing. These are all mostly great axe ones, so we'll want to whittle them down with our arrows first. Or at least attempt to. Let's get it started. You guys all go forward, just kind of hang out in the gully here. We let all of our archers start wreaking havoc on these miners. I think the blasting charge miners really need to go first. The Treekin can come back into the woods here. If we can jump these Longbeards.
Ready and eager. To battle.
Let's keep tearing those units apart. Go ahead and start launching the good old arrows of Kurnos. Kind of down the line.
Silent sentinel.
Ballista is starting to fire. Not great. The Way Watchers forward. Have you guys start blasting away at those Thunderers in the back line. Where are the Ballistae at? Oh, there they are. You guys ride forward, start dealing damage to them. Freaking back just enough. Layer some more armor piercing on them.
The woods rage. Swiftly.
You have to get way too close. Go ahead and pull back a little bit further there. We are really laying some hurt on the enemy, though. They're confused and concerned about what to do next.
Seeking quarry. Captain repositioning.
Kind of the great thing about this one is we can also just retreat if we really want to, the Treekin being so fast.
Lead guard commander.
At once.
You start taking shots at the Lord there. You as well. Keep layering on the death.
Dauntless Ezra.
Alright, reinforcements have arrived. So Weaver, let's get you down into the middle here. We'll bring your glaives on this side. Blade wielders off the edge here. All of our extra archers down in the center. Oh, we got weird terrain, huh? Oh, let's pull on away. Let them get far too close. Three kin are getting whooped on, pull them back as well, but they're making a rather nice nuisance for the enemy. We just keep retreating. We'll grab all the tree kin here and pull them back. We are going to lose one of the tree kin in the fray up front. That's fine. We'll leave them there so everyone else can retreat.
Lead, Captain!
Keep pulling back. Wild Riders come off to the edge here. All of the Glade Riders come over here to start layering on some death. Alright, we can't get caught by the Longbeards, which we definitely have by mistake there.
I will go!
Keep pulling on away.
Following the trail!
Battle ready. Slay them.
Shot them where you can. Those Thunderbirds are causing all sorts of problems. Three can move together and take down these Longbeards quickly. You keep retreating on away. Get everyone back. We'll have both of our Waystalkers here come back behind. You three start layering some shots down on these Longbeards that are chasing.
At once. At once. Ever ready.
We're gonna get blown up.
Straight away. Attack.
I am needed there.
Would help run them down. Move quickly to go deal with this group. Freakin should handle these Longbeards pretty easily, although there are explosives coming on in to cause us some problems.
By your command.
Layer up to death. You guys go ahead and charge in on this group here. Go ahead and surround.
We understand. Raiders of Apple Laura. Way Watchers. To the front.
Not let any of that happen. We can go ahead and start launching some more rocks over the tops of these guys here.
Awaiting the
Heals on everyone up front. You can also just drop down some real hateful spells here. Pull these guys back, surround them.
Warriors of Ariel. Now.
Alright, Treekin, you all are taking some hits. Wild Riders. Oh, they went the other side. That's just fine, but I need them kind of up here. Let's bring one of them through. Spearmen, come on in.
Armed and ready.
Archers layer death on those Drakebeard axe throwers. Let's start trying to pull the Treekin back now. Waystalker can attempt to eliminate some of these units. Looks like the Treekin are starting to struggle a bit. Pull you on away as well. Get back into our line.
Lead, Captain! Unleash hell!
Unleash hell. Alright, where's our Spellweaver? You come on back. You've taken a lot of damage from those Drakebeards. Drop down the regrowth on yourself. I wouldn't mind another Dwellers Below.
Glade Lord. At pace. To the hunt.
Slam into this group here. Treekin, you need to probably surround this hero. Do as much damage as possible.
Bees.
We'll leave you guys in. Actually doing just fine with those that group there. Drop the Dwellers Below on everyone trying to surround Vil'jin.
I will find it.
He's very quick now.
Guided
Beautiful.
by
And we can throw down
nature.
another use. I'm going to overcast it on everyone coming down the hill here. You have to get shot just for a second, then we can retreat. There we go. Now run.
Autumn's decree.
Cannons are in the back line. You guys are on operation. Stop those cannons. Alright, bring these Wild Riders up and around then to deal with the enemy archers. Time to start sending the lads into the fight.
Eldrazi.
Well, Eldrazi indeed. We can drop down the heals on everyone already in the middle of a fray.
Ready and waiting. It's
On in.
awaiting orders.
Freakin are struggling a bit there, but our Waystalker is doing just fine. Go
Moving
ahead and pull back just a smidge.
Warriors of Ariel. Way Watchers. We accept.
That's too close to the rifles. They're just going to take a lot of free damage. Come on through.
Swiftly. Our bows
All of our archers here need to kind of spread out.
We understand.
Spellweaver
We can
repositioning.
go for the heals on you. That'd be fantastic.
Now.
Ah, they're getting exploded. Awakening of the Wood, although that's not the best usage for that spell. You guys get on in there. Everyone
They will die.
hunting down the Thunderers in the back line there.
Defenders of ULTHUAN.
We'll get shot at by some of the cannons, but that's just fine. Our tree cannon are doing a very good job. Let's grab the Glade Riders away from the melee there.
At speed! Now!
Weapons loose.
Again,
Wildwood.
Ever ready. The forest wills it. ULTHUAN. ULTHUAN.
At once.
anyone who is not in the middle of a fight, go find one. We throw in
Spellweaver
some
ready.
more dwellers below. That would be just fantastic. A lot of Dawi over here.
At pace.
That'll be
I
great.
hear the forest.
Almost time for another heal. Go ahead and overcast it. Throw it down on everyone we can in this group here. Pull our lord back once more.
Life must prosper.
I agree.
Moving now.
Got this group here. Everyone surround the Longbeards. Dealing with those miners just fine. Go ahead and pull away from the hero there. Get firing on Dramah Hammerfist. And the Tree Cannon are absolutely holding their own. Those weapon teams got wiped out. We really didn't need to send both of them through, but we ended up doing it.
Eager and ready.
Thunderers got wiped out. Let's keep pulling through and hitting the other groups of Thunderers there.
Trample them.
What a huge battle. Fury of the Forest. Oh man, these guys are underwater. That's got to give a penalty of some kind. Oh, now you're completely surrounded. Not even the Dawi like that one. Pull on back. Make sure you are firing on... who did real good damage to Dramar. Let's go ahead and just hit him. One set of trees to fight King Lun.
We are tireless.
Other set of trees to hold down these Longbeards.
Your orders.
Layering fire, it's not doing much being ethereal, so let's stop doing that and just get these guys in behind. Bit of a waste. King Lun's taking some serious damage from our lord, though. Would launch one of these down the line. Where's our healer?
The dark trees blow.
And give this to our cavalry that's taking a lot of damage. Pull on back.
Quickly. At once.
We stand
I
ready!
think we've got them broken. Let's pull on away for another charge.
For
But
Kernos.
it looks like the Dawi are finally
command.
starting to break.
To battle.
Alright, you guys head in there and take down those long axes.
With haste!
You do the same thing with these dwarf warriors here. You guys
Ready
scoot back
and waiting.
schmidge. And all of my archers to actually be able to keep firing.
ULTHUAN. By Kernos.
Beautiful.
Now. Orders received.
Have the...
Atray attack.
Yep, perfect.
Glade Rider!
You guys jump into melee, deal with this group here.
Ride, sons of Kurnos!
Sons of Kurnos.
By Kernos.
Hunters!
Go ahead and just charge into melee. They actually have a bonus versus infantry, so they will do a very decent bit of damage. Almost out of magic, but we do have the last cast of Dwellers below. We can come on over and wreak some havoc. Let them charge, pull back, and then the Dwellers below should finish off whoever's left. Alright, taking a bit of damage, pulling away. Looks like King Lun is gone.
Glade Riders.
The two Glade Riders pulling him out of that fight.
Speed. Hurry.
You were not meant to be there. Here comes the Dwellers below.
Lord of the Deepwood.
Yeah, no, the Dawi are broken.
ULTHUAN.
Awesome. And if they weren't before... There it is. Run! Day for the books. Yep, that'll see them off. Likely.
Sent by Isha.
Who's left? Is it just the last ethereal unit here?
Foes of ULTHUAN.
Pull the Way Watchers away, just let the trees finish him off. More melee attack, and then we should rip into this poor ghosty here. For which will be great because every single one of these guys we wound, Clan Angren becomes much weaker. Until they come on back. But for now, we play the part of Ghostbusters. He's a slayer of men, though. Slayer of Death Dancers. Luckily, we can have everyone else hunt down the other Clan Angren forces. I will go ahead and catch you all in a moment. Alright, we'll take a close victory against the two pretty gigantic army of Clan Angren. We met as equals and crushed them. One of the things to note whenever you're fighting the Dawi is even the Longbeards, all of their infantry are more meant for holding a line and being incredibly tough to take down than actually dealing damage themselves. So, if you have a lot of archers or just kind of some small tanky units like our Treekin, it takes them a long time for the Longbeards to actually drag them down so they can hold the line and let your archers do all of the damage. Helm of Discord on Daith as well as a Hunting Hound. Lovely, and that victory there empowering the Oak of Ages. And we are up into the second tier of the Forest Elf Wrath of Lauren. Nearing the third tier. Have to get up to, I think, almost 500 to get for the Ritual of Rebirth. Yeah, 500 for the Ritual of Rebirth. Quite a bit.
Spellweaver of Athel.
Need some skills, though, so let's go ahead and grab... What was Loek's Blessing? Gives a active ability for some more speed and unstoppable, or unspottable. They're easy to mix up. Mostly because you want one and not the other so much. Alright, so I think we'll go for... You've already got Bolts of the Forest. Tougher to decide. I think we'll go for the War Dancers. Whatever busts them up.
My song was heard.
It is not the Piercing Thorns, it is the Swinging Bows. So more melee attack for War Dancers, Blade Singers, and Wildwood Rangers. Indeed. Sweet. Our Spell Singers army is looking pretty nasty. 53 and 64 on these War Dancers. We definitely have the stats, we just don't have much armor.
How can I assist you?
How can I assist you? We'll give you Open Branches, got 6 points. Just move through this blue line quickly then. I think Quartermaster for the upkeep drop. Punishment, Stealing, or a Lightning Strike. Oh, the first point of a Lightning Strike gives you more movement, so we'll grab that. And then, Home Amongst the Battles, yeah. A further upkeep drop. Wait. 6,000. That is awesome to see. Okay, so for Tala, our Glade Captain, who shall be renamed into the future, we'll give you the March by Kurnos and the Kinband Captain. We'll grab Fleetfinger and then grab the secondary point into boost income. Although they are about to be out on Crusade, so the income boosting is not nearly as important. We'll grab Sight Beyond Sight for Toltirin, training, using shots, Prey of Anathrema, and then I do blend them. It's Anathrema and not Anathrema like altogether. That's my fault there. Anathrema, and then we'll give them more speed. It sounds right. Blend
What
them.
do you need?
Sounds more elven. Vilgin, we can just pull you into March. You can reinforce fighting off the rest of these Clan Angren forces. Yoink. Well, actually, the cannons didn't survive at all. Well done, Blade Singers. Ran all the way across the map and karate chopped them in the neck. We take that win with no losses. 182 losses. This time, we will go for the killing of the captives for a bit more experience. Maruk falls, and so does Gorazin Firescryer. Another Forest Spirit. Tala is on a Great Stag, which is awesome. Okay, well now we just have to deal with Skag Truai and Grimly Damon. We don't know where the boss hog of Clan Angren is at the moment, but I'm sure he is not far behind. Turn you back around getting into friendly territory for the replenishment. And then Daith. Same.
I acquiesce to your
Let's go into an
request.
encampment stance and pull forward a little bit.
My journey begins.
Act as a scout. Either of you steel tech? No, but assaulting the garrison could be pretty good. 2 more income points. We'll grab the increased mobility and probably start going for piercing shots. Although now that she is on a great stag, Violent Delights is much more exciting. Although it does appear that the Great Stag doesn't give them that much more in terms of weapon strength. Just a bonus versus large and a armor piercing, which I mean is fair enough. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll grab the Violent Delights. 10% is 10%.
Protect.
Vilgin, we can grab the Swinging Boughs then, and I think we'll go all the way down the red line for her, and then start working on the blue line. Make sure her forces are good. We'll probably keep Vilgin back as kind of the more
The
defender.
request is reasonable.
Get in. Just grab. This is up here with Daith. 2 points into speed. We want our Waystalker to not get caught ever. That would be preferable there.
Proud son of Athelloran.
I mean, always. All right, Ikarin,
How
you
can I
come
assist
on.
you?
I'm trying. I would kind of like to keep jumping through and see if they catch us. Stone trolls are just an absolute menace, and the AI knows it. In fact, our Gwylin has gone around and captured all of the other settlements, completely ignoring the orcs. So you know what? We'll do the same. We're gonna go take Carcassonne.
Times. I go forth.
If you guys want to ignore the menace and just worry about empire building, we can let the orcs tear down your empire a bit. You have Castle of Stone, Aquitaine, all of the settlements, but you're not really defending it, so... Woe is to you. Orion, even though you have a...
Thirst for the hunt.
Oh, fine. This is the same turn, isn't it?
Defender of Athelloran.
This has been a very long turn. Syrian's been burned down. Horrifying. Let's get eyes on the Gainvale.
Swiftly.
Ariath already has a gift of Slanesh. Oh yeah, things are not going well. A couple disciple armies. Is that how they've overran things? With just a squad of disciples? Oh wow, they're doing very well. Lots of demonettes. How much physical resistance do these ladies have? 25%? That's not enough to keep them safe from our arrows. They move so very quickly though. Okay, some resistance on them. They have a lot of chariots, and in fact, they brought in heavy armor instead of their normal light cavalry, which is concerning. This won't be an easy fight. But if we can take down the Vale quickly and then use it as a kind of a source of defense, that will be that'll be our way to go here. Fighting with Slanesh. We've got a ton of gold now, so come on back up to the north. I will increase the Arbiter's Perch here at Grimhold. They fought off just fine that last time, but who knows what Whistleman will field next attempt. Let's go for also the upgrade to the Arbiter's Perch here at Middenheim. I'm tempted to go for just more income at Black Pit, so throw in the Grapevines, and then to keep everything safe, we'll just shove in a bit more of the Arbiter's Perch there. Rival Stones would give us, what, one more Branch Wraith? We actually don't have a Branch Wraith, do we? I think we have the opportunity to summon one in. Blade Captain Waystalker. Pretty sure we have... Yes, we can summon one in over here. We have access to 2 Branch Wraiths. The Murder of Sprites, poison attacks, and 15% more weapon strength. And then a direct damage, which is not all that much damage. Is it just passive all the time? Okay, that's not too bad. Annoyance of Netlings, so we'll be dropping enemy damage all the time, and then the Pageant of Strikes, which is an active ability that drops range and reload skill, and greatly depletes ammunition. Okay. Let's go for the Murder of Sprites, so we'll grab Vilvocus here. Grab the other one, too. I think we should. So either probably the Pageant of Shrikes here, which is not quite as exciting, but we could maybe send them up, or keep them in here, and because there are some orcs that have access to some arrows, so we can use them against them. The Netlings also would be interesting. I just don't care about the drop to movement range. Armor piercing damage, though, could be pretty useful. Right, so what do we have for our Branch Wraiths? Stimulate growth and replenish troops. Those are both fantastic passives. Melkoths, do they have... Also Just a kind of a small smattering of skills or spells. So, Pendulum, Withering, Garbage, Earthblood, Shield of Thorns, and then the Smoke and Mirrors. That's not too bad. They're kind of a blend of a spellcaster and a fighter. All the Woods is melee attack, I believe. Yes. Well, let's give them their passives for the growth and replenishment. We'll grab Foe Seekers so they can move around a little bit faster, and then we'll grab the Melkoths. And I actually think it'd be best to give them at least a point into healing, as well as the Pendulum for direct damage. We can do something a little bit different for Thilvocus. Thilvocus has the extra weapon strength. These two, more melee attack. And then I think also the heals, just because layering up heals is never bad. As long as the Withering is an area, I think it is after you upgrade it. Oh, I see, they don't get the upgraded version. So they're just kind of minor spirits then. Minor spellcasters. Well, we can give you a Trickster Shard, and then we'll give the Dryad Spy and the Forest Spirit. A Hunting Hound. Just because we have so many ancillaries here. The War Dancer Drummer wouldn't be useful unless we shove you in the army with Vilgin. We'll just grab the Young Stag, too. And we can just grab the other Branch Wraith and do the same. Quickly move through and grab the Forest Spirits and whatnot. So Hunting Hound. This will be useful when she's slotted into an army. Oh, we don't have any more Forest Spirits. Well, we've got to change that. Either way, the Branch Wraiths are here. The Feastbringer will probably gain some extra soldiers next turn. Well, luckily, though, we could probably bring Vilgin up to fight them and let Daith. I think we would come on over and hit Karak-Izor. They're using the Copper Mountain to get some extra gold there. And some more recruit rank for miners. It's likely why they use miners so much.
Highborn.
Alright then. We've got an Imminent Rebellion. That I'm not so concerned with. A little bit more gold, so see if we can spend it anywhere. Looks like our buildings are a bit too pricey. We shall instead go ahead and end the turn. Alright, so Morgur is attacking Ikarin. Where'd you even come from? I mean, this is a weak army, so I'm going to go ahead and give this one to the auto-resolve because I intended for this battle. Oh, they're disparate. The superior warmongering of the other beast lords is negatively affecting this herd's prominence, causing the encampment to dwindle. Yeah, so the plan for this episode was to be all about taking on Slaanesh, which we haven't really gotten to do, so smush. Still lost a lot for low casualties there. So our poor front line. We will go ahead and abduct them. Burgers for all.
Sigmar's wrath is of little consequence to me, mortal.
That's facts. Bring it on to Boris. Oh, he wants us to join his war against Reichland. I mean, that's interesting. Bring the Empire to heel and we just side with Ulrich. I mean, I'm tempted to. We will... not for now, though. I want to move north and push out the Norskins, make sure we're not dealing with any issues with Throg. The Empire can settle his petty squabbles on its own terms. Reject us. Oh, Magok. You poor fool. See ya. We lose none and he gets kicked into orbit. Alright, there were several, I guess, ambushers running around. We got the Skull Slasher, so extra missile resistance for Ikarin. Huh. Kind of a lackluster trait there. Well, now he's on a Great Eagle. Peter's on a Great Stag, and Carcassonne has been wiped out. Leoncoeur has irritated the last... Oh, no, that's the Fey Enchantress. I guess no longer. The Lady's Chosen has been wiped out. And they immediately started rampaging around. That's fine by me. Ikarin, I don't want you to be on an Eagle. I want you on a Grey Stag because you are a champion. Lauren. Hand off that Talisman of Protection, and that'll be good. Also got a lot of skills to swing on through. Oh, So for you, Ikarin, we will just start working on Fleet Finger.
You have orders?
And there's points all over the
Blade
place.
Lord,
Install
at
those
your service.
auto resolves. We'll grab the last point into boost income and mobility.
Azray.
Donos will grab the boost income and critical shots.
Orion!
Or Dodon, or Waystalker. He is good to go on all of his skills. We just have to wait till our skill dump opens up. Well, in the meantime, we'll grab the Ward of Loex, so he's not getting shot at in return, and just in case any cannons come his way.
I live to serve Ares.
And Circe, our Spell Singer, we shall give you probably just the additional points to Flesh to Stone. One more into that, and then if we can layer on a Flesh to Stone and Shield of Thorns, it could make Orion quite the duelist. He'll be reflecting damage as well as having a bit more physical resistance.
The forest.
Our Waystalker will just grab the Eye of Kurnos. And, this is the one that's out and moving. Let's go for Assault Garrison and Assault Units then.
Your request is reasonable.
I'm thrilled to hear it. In the meantime, though, we are going to rebuild Castle Carcassonne. We colonize this for however much gold.
At your service.
Gold service. Yep, we might as well make some money out of the place instead of leaving it to fester.
Glade
Perfect.
Lord.
Back home in the King's Glade, I'm definitely throwing in the Azrai Armory right away. We can now start properly upgrading our armies. And then we'll have you just join up with... Do you have anyone that can hunt?
Of trees.
We're going to have a plague crop up, unfortunately.
We shall unearth great relics.
We'll use the bows, and I'm going to go ask them to see if we can't be intercepted.
I
Yoink.
am called.
And not quite. We'll fight them next time, no problem.
Glade Lord. at
Daith,
your
we definitely
service.
want to... Oh, Beligar's down here. Krak Buftar, a main settlement. It is not, and they have been weakened already. Oh, like I said, we want to get actually over to Slaanesh. So one more battle for this episode. We'll grab Orion.
Master of the Wild Hunt.
Yep, we just gotta wait on him, and then we'll
Lord of the Forest.
deep roots and teleport on over to, not the Witchwood, that was almost a huge mistake, to the Gain Vale. Onward to victory. And we zoom on through, underneath the Great Ocean. Orion pops up, and there's a bunch of awful over here.
God King.
The plague we have currently is just the one that makes us tired. And we still have Weeping Eyes. Perfect.
The forest.
No better
calls.
chance than to take the Gain Vale. They've got Seekers of Slaanesh, Servants of Slaanesh. Lots of pretty heavy armor here. Not going to be easy to drag them out into the light here, but we have no choice. Onwards. Yeah, who are you all at war
Your
with?
desires no longer captivate me. Your needs stillborn and irrelevant.
Jeez. Aggressive at the absolute max. Yeah, Tor of Rest is who we're going to talk to then. It looks like L'Oreal's been wiped out. We made it too late.
No glory. Only so.
It is Chair.
Prince Elf, speak plainly, and only of matters of business.
Join your war with the Seducers of Slaanesh. And you will give me a non-aggression and a military access pact. Thank you, sir.
For the fallen.
The Fallen indeed.
Onward.
Kadrin would like a deal. Sure.
X.
We'll get-
fast, for you are my enemy.
I don't know about all that. But we will definitely sign a non-aggression pact with the Slayer King.
Aye.
He's dealing with the Disciples of Hashut.
I'm
Hopefully
waiting.
they are not too overpowering at the moment. I won't lie, I'm definitely stalling for this fight over here with all of these armored slashy warriors.
I will grant your request.
Alright then,
To arms.
onward to victory. Auto-resolve would be very kind to us, and I'm so tempted. We're not going to, of course, that'd be weakness. Luckily, a lot of these Servants of Slaanesh are simply just slightly upgraded Marauders. They all are going to have a bit of physical resistance, though. Or they're going to be rowdy. Quite the battle here. How's their Spellcaster? He just has the Whip and Acquiescence. And The other one is Melkoth's, and should be no problem. We'll let Orion bring down the spellcasters, and then we'll hopefully pivot pretty fast to deal with the rest of these troops using the spells. Onward to victory. Alright, let's get to it. Gainvale is all destroyed and Slaaneshi at the moment. They have the normal Elven towers, but they are a little bit beefed up, it looks like. 140 there are the explosive towers. Start deployment. Find the best position to attack from. No matter what here, there's going to be towers galore firing away at us. But I think this will be the best opportunity to attack from. Less of them can be firing all at once on us, so we set up with the Starfire Guard up front. We are going to be bombarding the mess out of them before we move in close. Slaanesh has no range themselves, so
Missiles ready!
quickly shut down those towers. Cavalry in the back here.
Wild Riders!
Enigmas of Gairon, we're going to use them to smash down the front gates. At least that's the idea. Have all of our archers
Ready!
off to the side. The dancers of the spears. Definitely want to keep everyone back for the start. So we shut down, at least either shut down the towers or see how they're deployed. So
Aye!
proper spears apart.
Warriors of Ariel!
Fine, that'll work out just fine.
Deepwood archers! Warriors
Other
of
Deepwood
Ariel!
archers.
Archers
Our
ready!
Waystalkers, kind of in the center here.
Way watchers!
Infantry.
Wildwood Rangers!
We'll keep you with the cavalry, even though you're not necessarily cavalry. All of our single entities.
Son of Kronos!
Keep you back, but the two archers can hang out with Orion himself.
Orion!
Highborn
We're good to go.
captain
Get this
ready.
thing started.
Cannon of Karnos.
Orion, get right in there to start attacking the walls, you two.
Unbreakable!
In fact, you guys can give Orion some extra. Never mind, you need it more than he does. Scoot forward and start blasting at these servants. Or just scoot forward so you can start shooting at anyone there. If they want to come on off the walls, that's fine by me. We'll bring all of our archers forward.
Way watchers! We will obey! Armed and ready!
Like such.
With haste!
Physical resistance allowing them to get into the fight a little bit easier there as Orion chops down the gates.
For my lady!
Yeah, they're getting shot, but luckily none of them are really falling. Our infantry are not going to be as lucky.
Ready! Hurry! At once!
Very quickly move through. Gates are going down pretty fast. Orion's not going through them as quickly as I would like. We can drop down the Hounds of Orion, though. Start some havoc. Decided to start firing on our Glade Riders, and I would rather the Glade Riders get hit than anyone else. So, perfectly fine by me. We do lose a few, though.
Wildwood Rangers!
Oh, okay, never mind. Our infantry's getting destroyed.
Swiftly!
Armed and ready.
I see. That's the way it's gonna be.
The forest will
Now I was looking for the missile resistance. We'll just go for Loex Shroud then.
Waystalker!
By the launch.
Eager for battle!
Over the wall in both cases there.
Wildwood
I don't know that our Wildwood Rangers would win if we got up on the walls, so that's why I'm not doing it to start here. But man, we're taking some damage.
With haste! Now!
orders straight away.
And they realize their towers are by far their biggest advantage here, as they have no range themselves.
Dauntless Azray! Our bows are yours! Aim!
Come on, Orion. We need you to get through the gates. You're supposed to be a siege attacker, my friend.
Wildwood Rangers! Athway, climb! Children of Athel learn!
Throw the wall above the walls there so we can get them firing in on the hopefully the exposed backs of the Slaneshi warriors. Still need to keep trying to throw down as many heals as we can, so try to get troops protected there. Away from the other towers. Stopping them from trying to get up on top of the walls, doing what we can then, but that's a lot of Dark Prince's slaves. They're getting shot at by every single archer we have.
Never miss! Ever ready!
You guys deal with the servants of Slanesh first.
Quickly! Yes! End them!
And doing so without moving into range of their towers would be very key. Man, this gatehouse is taking forever to get through.
Your command!
Go ahead and move this side. You guys can hold the front. Starting to claim the towers back from the enemy there, which is perfect.
At speed! With haste!
It's getting torn apart.
Blade
Alright, the
Captain,
gates are open. Orion,
sends me.
in. Enigmas of Gyron, in. I'm gonna do some damage. Show them the true meaning of war.
Mage!
We still don't have the... They took those towers back from us almost instantly.
At pace! Blade guard!
Everyone healed up on the walls there. In fact, if we can go for the thorns on our spearmen as they fight.
Hungry for battle!
There are so many coming on down to fight Orion now. They are filing in from all sides. Enigma's going to have to give yourself the extra resistance. We can just keep healing Orion if we need to.
To battle! Very well.
What you fools don't know is that Orion wished you to come on in. Here comes the cavalry.
Trample them!
We're going to bring the other Blade Riders in on the other side here. Let's have these Deepwood Scouts get up on the walls on this side here.
Ready and able!
Quickly move in so we can actually get some damage up on the walls there. Can we get some more heals? No, but we can get another Dwellers below, which I think is much more useful. Pull the Riders away once more here so they can get them back in. The Enigmas of Gyron being an amazing, amazing unit here. We throw this at these guys point blank. Enjoy.
Armed and ready! Quickly!
Let's move through and deal with these reinforcing
Let them
Seekers.
down!
We've got the better cavalry at this point. We'll save our magic. Well, no, we have plenty of magic, so let's go for the heals on the Enigmas. Shield of Thorns on... Who's struggling the most up on the walls there? Looks like these Spears of the Wildwood are. We'll give them some extra help. Physical resistance on the Wardens of Sithari. Keep fighting.
For the hunt!
Keep fighting. The lads on the walls help.
Protectors of the forest!
Destroy them.
Asray Mage!
Move her forward. We can drop down the heals on all of these cavalry here. Our most important units by far. All of our archers are taking some pretty huge hits. Let's move them inside the walls since they are pretty safe now to do so.
At once!
Blade Captain!
As well as our two captains, which we kept back for quite a ways there, but time to bring them in. You were on a
Following
great
the
stag after all.
trail. Captain repositioning. My glorious duty!
Now this gives us an opportunity to pull them back because we can have her
Lady
stop everyone
of
up here from
Lauren.
moving. So, yoink. Now they can't move.
Forest
Lets the
spirits
troops pull back for
coming.
another charge. down. And bring the knights in to just slaughter them.
Glory to the eternal realms!
Meanwhile, Orion and the Enigmas destroy the guys there. And we're winning the fight on the wall, too. For Lady Ariel. Lots of screaming going on down there. Brave Anathrema on the Sibilant Slaughtercade. Yeah, there's no one else except for the guys up top here. So let's pull Orion up. Unleash the hounds up there on top.
The hunt begins!
Blade Cap, you can even launch that point blank. That works out fine. Enigmas, come on in and smash into the Dark Prince's slaves there.
Orion!
More charge bonus. Definitely.
Listening!
Brave Anathrema on the Dark Prince's slaves up front too.
Following orders!
Deepwood Mage.
Heals on who needs it the most. These guys can.
Wild Riders!
Moving swiftly.
Enjoy.
Onward.
The ones that are in the back, we can go ahead and give them the old boop.
Hunters! Swift! Charge! For Apolloran!
Only the Great Stag Knights don't actually need to pull back.
I will,
We'll bring you up top here, start chucking rocks at them.
with speed. For the Osway!
Orion has a ton of missile strength, and yet we really haven't used it even once.
Fear the Deepwood.
Almost out of magic, though.
With haste.
I mean, they got ripped to shreds by the roots there.
Ever
Start
ready!
to chuck the old Slaneshi stuff at us now.
Annihilate all!
Hounds, come on down and help out. We'll have the Lost Sylvan Knights. Are these... Javelin troops are not interesting to me in the slightest. Heals go down to
Yours to command.
Sting of the Forest.
Ready to serve.
Perfect. Orion, you can just actually just stand here and start chucking javelins at him. Hadn't got to use the Spear of Orion. It explodes on in.
Hunters!
Perfect. Who's left? Ah, the two mages. We haven't even seen them the entire battle.
Blade God Commander!
I'm sure they've been a nuisance, but we haven't really seen them the entire fight. Let me get through there quickly.
Carlos is in me! For Ariel!
You guys help out with the Slaughtercade. Every archer we have left, that's your new target. We'll have the two Swift Shiver Shards fire at the Heralds.
I am reborn!
We accept!
Blade Captain, get up there. We need your help.
Orion! Destroy!
Buildings are way stronger than they should be. Siege attackers should have no trouble getting through.
Awaiting orders. For Isha.
We'll get you guys come up here and start working on the next group.
We are tireless!
Just keep blasting.
Foes of Apolloran!
Barricade is way stronger than it should be.
Purify!
Tear it down.
Yes!
There it is.
Fools will!
Now, vengeance.
Deepwood Guardian! Right away!
Slaughter!
I should destroy this first. Yeah, exactly what we expected to happen. Knocks her over.
King in the woods!
Where are you going? Thought you wanted to fight. Talking that good smack a second ago. And stab. You missed.
Ever ready!
Oof, a hit. We're just gonna move on through. She's disintegrating now. We'll let that one fall. We can Brave Anathrema her too, so she doesn't follow us,
Orion!
which is hilarious.
The great
And let you just finish off this Flores here.
strength of summer!
Great Stag. Yep, that's exactly how you expected that to go.
Blade Captain!
Just got headbutted out of existence. Stanley uses headbutt. super effective. Yeah, poor Lures. You should just lay down, even if you're not wounded. Just give up. Alright, a marvelous first victory against Slanesh. The Veil is secured. We only lost 205 in the siege, which is perfect. Allows us to replenish up nicely and prepare for the next fights. We will not be sacking or raising. We just go ahead and... so seeding, I guess it does start at tier 1, so... as long as we can raise this and keep moving... you occupy the settlement. I think it's just a wording issue, so we're gonna just go ahead and occupy it. I just want to see full science. This 29,000 we're missing out on is a ton. It does come on in at tier 2. So I'm not sure if it was worth it. Having a tier 2 settlement at least allows us to have a bit better defenders and throw in some better defenses too. So we'll throw in the Arbiter's Perch, the guard platform there. And then... whatever helps with our control and corruption. I think we will throw in some undergrowth lookouts in here. We'll delete them later on, but for now... Temple of Isha. That provides some nasty garrison. Exotic Animal Tamer gives us some gold. We don't really need anything other than replenishment. Although the Roots of Gyron would allow us to get even more corruption drop. Let's grab the Trapper's Den then for the growth and replenishment. And pass out the skills we earned. We've now gotten into the Martial Mastery skill dump area where we can just give ourselves some hit points and melee attack up to, I think, up to 20, it looks like. Anytime we have some extra ones, we can go ahead and throw those on in there. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and make sure Orion's good to go on his skills. So Endurance the Oak it is.
Lord of the Asray!
Nodon is into his skill dump as well now. Perfect. We go ahead and give him the defensive one. So extra melee defense. Up to 3 currently. That's not bad. Much harder to displace from his shooting position, which is all I really want for him. Death from above while mounted on a Great Eagle. I think we have you on your stag, so instead just armor and health.
Orion!
Shield of Thorns for Circe. No one else gained any skills on the sidelines there, but we have now secured at least a stronghold, and once as we kind of upgrade the Gain Veil to health, we will gain more allegiance points, more diplomatic relations with the High Elves, and then our global recruitment capacity is going to be increased by 1, which the Gain Veil, I won't lie, is not the most important one. I think you normally just kind of get this one on the side as Alariel levels up. I don't think you have to secure the Veil itself, you just get the Forest Healing as long as she is your ally. For now, though, I am going to be out of time for today. I have been Space Wars of Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Zone. I will see you on the next one.